Welcome to the Choose on Purpose podcast. I'm your host, Becky Ploutz, and this is the space where leaders live with intention. And today, as we dive in, if you're listening to this, I want you to actually pause for just a moment, okay? Not to do anything, not to fix anything, and just notice your breath. Notice yourself, all right? This episode isn't about productivity. It's about coming home to yourself. It's not about doing more. And because somehow along the way, many women learned how to show up for everyone else, right? This is something that we quietly can step away from and step into what's for us, for yourself, versus stepping away from what is for you. Step toward what's for you. And today, I want to share my heart behind something very personal to me. And it's the Confidence in Action VIP retreat experience that I'm hosting in the spring. And this retreat wasn't created because women need more information. No, I definitely don't need more information, and I guarantee you don't either. Information is at our fingertips. We have the internet, we have AI, we have information. No, this retreat was created because women need space, right? Space to hear themselves again, maybe for the first time, space to breathe without rushing and just feeling into our bodies, to feel supported instead of strong arming their way through life with masculine energy, right? And confidence, because that's my jam. I'm the confidence in action coach. And confidence doesn't come from pushing harder. It comes from remembering who you are. And I've watched women do the work, build the businesses, care for their families, lead the teams, carry the emotional load, and still feel disconnected from their bodies, from their voices, from their own intuition. And this retreat experience is really about having the space to hear themselves, to breathe easier, to have that support, right? That feels actually supportive so that they're heard and seen and celebrated for choosing themselves. This retreat is for the woman who knows she needs to shift into this, even if she can't fully name it yet. All right. It's an inner knowing sometimes, and trusting that nudge or that pull, that draw. And the confidence in action, that isn't loud. It isn't performative, that kind of action. It doesn't require you to have it all figured out. What are you talking about? What are you looking like? Like those things, that's what it's not. Confidence is built when you keep small promises to yourself. Showing up when you say you're going to show up, even if it's not at the level of energy that you anticipated. Okay. It's built on allowing yourself to be seen without shrinking yourself to fit in. No, let's stand out. Okay. You are unique. It's about confidence being built when you choose presence, right? Being there versus the perfectionism that we're taught. And confidence is built when you take aligned action, even when it feels tender. Okay. This retreat isn't about becoming someone brand new. No, 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 no. We continue to build on layers. It's about removing the layers that taught us to be disconnected from who we really are and to allow those layers to heal and step into that. So breathe that in. Release your breath if you're holding it, because I feel like I was holding my own breath, because that's a weight off, right? Like that feels, what does that feel for you? For me, that feels good. It feels welcoming, which is who this retreat is for, right? Imagine walking up without urgency or moving your body because it feels good, not because you should. Oh, that rhymes. So funny, right? And having conversations, that feel safe or, grounded and real, face to face, heart to heart, in the room where you're building connection, right? In these conversations. And this retreat is intentionally intimate, all right? It's not crowded or rushed. There is space for reflection, connection. There's space for movement and stillness. There's space for laughter, tears, and the big thing is integration. Yeah, you don't have to perform. You don't have to prove anything. You get to arrive as who you are. And from that place, action becomes clear, not forced, not frantic, but clear. I want to share who this retreat is for more. Okay. So, this retreat is for you if you feel successful, but disconnected still. If you've outgrown old versions of yourself, if you're craving clarity without the pressure, if you want confidence that feels embodied. And this retreat is for you if you're ready to choose yourself without the guilt. Okay. You don't need to be ready. You just need to be willing. It comes down to being willing to show up for yourself, to be willing to listen, and willing to take yourself seriously again. Like, truly take yourself seriously again. And if your body softened while listening to me say any of these words today, if your breath slowed, if something in you whispered more like, I need this, that sounds amazing, you could use that, then that's your cue. That's your nudge. Okay. I'm inviting you to the Confidence in Action VIP retreat experience. Not because you need fixing, but because you deserve space to be more of who you're here to be, to reconnect to her, to recalibrate, and to take your next step from a grounded, supportive place. You can find all of the details and apply through the link in the show notes below here, in the captions, wherever you're recognizing this is being heard or seen. And if you're unsure, that's okay too. Follow the nudge when you feel it and keep going until it's a hell yes or a hell no. Okay. So feel into it. You're welcome to reach out, ask questions, feel around a little bit about it. This space is being held with intention, with care, and with deep respect for the women who are the women you are becoming. Okay. And who I'm becoming. That's what this is. This is my first retreat that I'm offering solo and really intentional. Okay. Before you go, I want to take one more breath with you. Place a hand on your heart and remind yourself, I am allowed to choose myself. I'm allowed to pause. And I am allowed to take aligned action. It can be messy as long as it's aligned and that feels that, that feeling, that pull, that nudge feels aligned. That's true to you. Trust that. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to the Choose on Purpose podcast. And thank you for living on purpose. Love yourself, live fearlessly, do all things with purpose. And if this episode spoke to you, or you know someone that needs to hear this, trust the nudge for that and invite them to explore the retreat with you. Bring a friend, but it is an intimate container. So apply now. Because remember, the space is intentionally limited. This is your permission slip to show up for yourself. I'm Becky Plutz. Until next week.